Do you know the most impactful person that works in a bike shop, especially a family bike shop, is? You want to think this individual will be a powerhouse of insight and actually make the shop run efficiently and smoothly as you would think. These particular bike shops that have this particular individual actually stand out over and beyond any other bike shops in the independent world. Who is that? It's not all bike shops have it, but some do, especially the family bike shops. They have the mom. Hey, welcome back to No Guy Bicycles Hang with a Guy. Hey, I'm Justin the Guy on Let's Review Bike Shop Structure, as in ownership, employees, and all those unlike, especially underneath the family business dynamic of independent bike shops. Well, I had the fortunate experience of working in a bike shop with my parents back in the late 80s, early 90s, and crusting into the 2000s. And my mom was a huge, impactful influence from the beginning to the end of the bike shop. Going through these particular details, Mom actually did a lot of things within the bike shop itself, touched upon a lot of those things, including keeping us all in line and making sure we're focused. So not all bike shops have a particular mom in their family dynamics, but the ones that do have actually a little edge on those that don't. Reason being is, well, it actually adds a full family dynamic to the actual business, and actually is a soft approach for a lot of customers coming in the door. Besides that, my particular mom did a lot of work from the beginning, from opening the store to actually closing it in 2001. So she was there for all touch points throughout within the whole decade, and then some, and even afterwards. Yes, you guessed it, this is a tribute to my mom, but all other moms out there like that work at independent bike shops that do such huge roles and actually does make the shop a lot better, in my opinion. For those who've been around and actually got to meet my mom, definitely is an influential impact on our actual business. For those who haven't, well, let's talk about that. You definitely have felt her influence within my shop, I Know a Guy Bicycles, here either on YouTube as well as what I do day to day. That influence has actually impacted me over the decades, and here I am today, including all those family values back in the Parker Bikes days here on YouTube as well as my shop operations today. Our bike shop back in the day was not just a business, it was a family business, and that made it a little different because we actually had a family component that actually carried on through the heart and soul of the cycling community that we supported. When she wasn't talking about bikes or gear ratios and what have you, she was actually doing an influential portion of the shop, but her presence here shaped everything within our actual business. Well, my mom, as well as a lot of other moms out there that work in bike shops, bring actually that family feel, also that comfort when somebody walks in the store, they're actually part of the community and family. She is not necessarily a tech expert, but then again, she actually resonated and connected with all those who did ride a lot, general cyclists, in addition to new family members all the way down to kids' bikes. That connection really embodied our actual shop as an experience of actually local community. You actually felt like you meant something there. She actually knew your name, your kind of riding, and actually probably the bikes that you purchased or actually had bring in for service. Therefore, you had like that hometown community feel, which I find in today's standards, well, a lot of shops have become very sterile, and therefore that connection has been lost. But then again, with shops like mine, I try to incorporate that actual warm hug feel with every customer that I come in contact with, either in person or over my social influence media. Her influence went beyond our customer service. It was the glue that kept us all together. She managed the little things at the front of the store, from inventory to reservations to service, all those aspects as bringing inventory, pricing, and so forth. All the front end as well as customer service when they first came in the door. Most likely, she was the first one you came in contact with when you actually walked in the door or answered the phones. What? Landlines? They still have those? Also kept the shop organized and clean, which almost is a miracle in itself because, you know, a whole bunch of dudes working on bikes, we were really messy. Oh, man, Mom, I'm sorry, and I'm trying to do the best I can here, and I understand your pain now. But she continued to do this through even the busiest portion of the seasons and kind of tamed the chaos that we were all going through. Pulling her hair out for being weeks behind on doing tune-ups to trying to build as many bikes and customer service, special orders and everything else in between. She was the glue that kept us all together and kept us all sane. Even after hours when we would go over to my parents' house and have wings and beer as a celebration of a good week or a good day, those particular moments were actually even more special. We got together as a family. Even though half of us were not actually blood related, it was a community that we developed within ourselves, or as well as customers that came in. Close niche group of our family that actually was spearheaded by my mom. Quiet as she was very impactful and actually brought us all together. Therefore, it became a very successful family unit as well as a business. Well, growing up in a bike shop, well, kind of in my 20s, but still growing up, yeah, dumb 20-year-old. In any case, I've gotten a lot of influential impacts through actually I carry today. And although building those relationships with my current customers as well as here on YouTube, you actually are feeling insights and actually reflections of what she has embedded in me over the years. Treat people right, give them honest answers, and do everything you can possible to do the right thing correctly the first time. In any case, it's a win-win when you try to win those customers over, and that is also lost today's standards with big business. But in any case, there's still a few of us out there that have been actually impacted by her, or as well as other moms in the industry over the decades. With those influential insights, well, it makes me the man I am today. Then again, there's a lot of other influences out there as well as my dad, which was very impactful to a lot of us as well. Couldn't be more happy to have two parents that owned a bike shop, right? Well, they also were caring and loving, and actually it was very insightful of trying to help you navigate life as well as working at a bike shop. In a lot of cases, a lot of these shops have those particular contacts with individuals that have actually had moms with them through their experience of working in bike shops, which actually make us a lot better person. Not to say that our father figures have done the same thing as well, but hey, those local mom pop shops, yeah, you guessed it, family oriented and community driven is one of those things that we all give warm hugs to and wish to inspire to be. That being said, I do everything I can to do the same thing that they did back then, but instill in my own special way. In any case, small garage shop guy like me, I'm doing okay. And those particular traits and perspectives and stories and influences that still carry on through me today, as well as carry on through my children as well. Even much so that I got my son to do the actual support rides with me, so he's turning wrenches as well, even though he's a software guy. Gotta get those calluses on those hands somehow, right? And time and time again, you'll see my daughter pop in and help me out here and there. As well, she is not as tuned into the cycling, but she's still, well, come on, she's 9, so what do you expect? She just wants to have fun. And again, cycling is supposed to be fun, and working in bike shops should be fun as well, well, for the most part. And you always try to find that silver lining with even in your corporate setting where you have people that have been impacted by those within the cycling industry that have that warm hug feel to those that actually are still working in a mom and pop shop and are affected by those individuals as well. So thank you, Mom. And thank you for everything you brought to our family and to our bike shop. Your continued positive influence goes through me, even through today. So I'd love to hear about your particular influences, especially if it's mom related in your shop that you worked in or actually visited or being a part of their community. And please comment below and share those with the rest of us, because you know what? It is a community that we are building, and honestly, through them, they are still living through me, through vicariously a little bike shop, and they are very proud of what I've done. And then again, hey, I'm very proud of what they have actually instilled in me. In any case, thank you for hanging out with me in the garage, letting me share the special memories of my mom, therefore within the bike shop, and how has it influenced me. As well as if it's nice in your neck of woods, please go for a ride. Sunny side up, rub side down. Let's go out there and check your nuts, lube your chain, and just go for a hard ride. Enjoy the day. Thanks again from the garage, and until next time, have a wonderful day.